Hi, I'm Paul from Mira Showers, and in this video we'll be taking you through a step-by-step installation of the Mira Activate ceiling-fed digital shower. The Mira Activate is based on an all-new digital mixing valve platform. There are single and dual outlet models, as well as models designed for both high and low pressure plumbing systems. The high pressure valve variant is designed specifically for high pressure plumbing systems, such as combination boilers or unvented cylinder systems. The pumped valve variants are specifically designed for low pressure gravity fed systems, boosting the flow to deliver up to 12 litres per minute using the integrated brushless pump. 3 fixing points are required to secure the valve in place. These can be fixed at the top or bottom-most points of the valve housing and are secured on the underside using the retaining screws provided. The digital mixing valve is supplied with push-fit isolation valves and connectors, making the connection to the valve hassle-free. Designed to be installed in a concealed location, such as in an attic, under a bath or in an airing cupboard, this makes the installation extremely flexible. Just ensure the valve can be accessed for future maintenance. Water supplies should be flushed before final connection to the valve. This prevents debris from blocking the filters or corrosive fluxes causing damage to the valve mechanism. The ceiling-fed riser rail for Mira Activate is supplied pre-assembled for a hassle-free installation. The bottom fixing point, which secures the lower section of the riser rail and user controller, is fixed. The top fixing point slides up and down and can then be locked into place to match the most suitable location for the top fixing point. The pipework which feeds the hand shower and the low voltage communication cable which connects to the user controls are also concealed within the riser rail. For installations where the ceiling height might be taller than 2.4 metres, a 550mm riser rail extension kit is also available as an accessory to allow the riser rail to be installed at a lower point. Having identified the location for the riser rail, measure 45mm away from the finished wall surface. To allow the riser rail to pass up into the ceiling space, drill a hole 30 to 40mm through the ceiling using the 45mm mark as a centre point. In the event that this is in line with a ceiling joist, spacers are also supplied to allow the riser kit to be installed further away from the wall in order to avoid these. To mark the wall for drilling, feed the riser rail pipework and communication cable up into the ceiling space, identifying a suitable height for the riser rail assembly and that a suitable length is inserted into the ceiling space. The fixing points can then be marked on the wall using a spirit level to align the riser rail. The wall can then be drilled and the riser rail secured into place using the fixings supplied or those more appropriate for the wall material if necessary. Using a stud detector will help ensure that no surfaces are damaged within the cavity of the wall through drilling. The riser rail concealing plates can then be locked into place and the ceiling plate slid upwards to conceal the point of entry into the ceiling space. In the attic space, the green push-fit pipe can then be cut to size using an appropriate pipe cutter, taking care that the final connection is free from pipe burrs or debris. The riser rail supply pipe can then be connected to the digital mixing valve using the push-fit elbow supplied. The electrical supply for the digital mixing valve connects into the rear of the valve housing and is made using the transformer supplied. Connection to the digital mixing valve requires the removal of the valve housing lid to access the supply terminal. Following connection, cable routing is clearly indicated by apertures on the valve housing. The lid can then be secured back into place. Final connection to the electrical supply is then made using a 3-pin plug or a fuse spur fused to 3 amps if you prefer. The hose and handset can then be installed, taking care to feed the hose through the retaining ring to comply with water regulations. Flushing the pipework before attaching the hose and handset will also prevent debris from blocking the spray plate. For dual outlet installations, the pipework from the valve to the ceiling fed deluge should be a well supported and clipped 15mm supply. This could be secured to a joist or a ply sheet, for instance. The overhead mounting assembly can then be installed with the wall plate being used to mark the ceiling. The ceiling can then be drilled, taking care to avoid the pipework in the ceiling space. The backplate fixing points can then also be marked and drilled. The pipework should protrude vertically from the ceiling, 29 to 48mm in length from the finished ceiling surface. This must be fed in copper. Plastic or barrier pipe is not suitable for this application. Cutting the pipe to size is best done with the pipe slice, taking care that all burrs are removed to prevent damage to seals. The retaining disc, collets and seals can then be installed and the wall plate secured into place using the fixings supplied, or those more appropriate for the ceiling material if necessary. Securing of the wall plate into ceiling joists or a purpose-fitted ply sheet would be the best options. The shower arm can then be cut to length to set the ideal height for the deluge from the ceiling. This can be cut using a 22mm pipe slice with stainless steel blade or a hacksaw. The shower arm can then be inserted into the mounting assembly and the compression fitting tightened to create a watertight seal and to secure the shower arm into place. The concealing plate and deluge head can also be fitted to the shower arm and then hand tightened to achieve a watertight seal. Flushing the pipework before attaching the deluge will prevent debris from blocking the spray plate. Pumped variants of the Mira Activate feature an intuitive commissioning procedure prior to first use. Refer to the installation instructions for further details. Your Mira Activate digital shower is now ready to use. Additional features can also be accessed with use of the Mira app, available free for iOS and Android devices.